Okay, let's get this started. So, Ryomas, I don't know how to say the name, but look at this lineup. So, we're on Android, server 3, a really old one. He quit around the time E3 came out. I just started back in December. I made an E5 Eno after watching your video using an Sealand and Aspen, and he was given out during PO event. I would like to be able to get Sealand 20. Also, should I regress some of my E3s? Yeah, that's going to be something we probably do. So, mostly what I should do with my heroes, I swapped Valentino for Inosuke. That was a really, really good one. This is awesome. I love how this account looks. You guys might not know, but this hero used to dominate. This silence was devastating in the game. It was, oh god. Even Michelle was still really good because the name of the game in the old meta was CC. You crowd control everything to win. I'm surprised there's not a Kameth on this team, honestly. You already regressed Vesa to get ticks up more. And again, Jara, the CC. The name of the game, but even before E3, was just CC everybody. Because you have to remember as well, back when the E3 meta was around, Purify didn't exist. Everybody run Resilient, so there was no way to get rid of these bad CC effects. CC was god tier. You could not purify anything even in the E3 meta. Faithblade was a god tier. Why? Because he would one-shot everything with his active, and there was no unbending will to protect everybody. So E3 was mostly GVE. Oh yes, she was. She was very good. Yeah, this is awesome. This is absolutely amazing. Okay, so let's take a look at your heroes. You have a Kiss a Ghost here, attack. You got a good setup going. You have so wait, are you saying you don't have Sealand done? Okay, no. Okay, good. Whew. I was like, you should definitely have this done. So, what to do? You know what I never noticed? Tell me in chat right now. You see ticks here? That's how you always see his skin, right? I didn't know he was sticking his tongue out. Look at the avatar at the top. I never noticed his tongue was sticking out because it's constantly covered up by the E3-5 whatever. I've never noticed the tongue. Okay, anyway, back to the game. Man, Omnivore. You know what? Honestly, save the Omnivore for now. Do not touch the Omnivore. Do not swap him to something else. You never know. Omnivore might be the dark hero coming up. And yes, you only have 1,000,000 crystals. You got a somber egg? You got a somber egg? Did you already? Oh, no. No. You chose wrong. Darn. I mean, it happens. It happens. I know I'm shaming you a little bit, but it happens. You got to use Somber as your first guaranteed egg. All right, so let's check out hero copies. Tix is in the works. That is really, really good. Honestly, keep the Jara around for a little bit. The Jara might actually help you get Sealand 20 done with her CC. Yeah, Ziggy, we're still going, man. We're still going. Fortress, of course. There's really nothing worth working on right here, right now. Again, just keep the Cruise for the stun, which is good. The Vesa you regress, that explains that. You already are working on a 4Cs. Again, I really like, I don't like building dark heroes before you have 5 of a hero that you're gonna immediately 10-star. When do you think the next time we're gonna get info about Void heroes after Asmo? No clue. Faithblade, yeah. So the one thing you're lacking right now is pretty much the copies. Yeah, I should have pulled 4Cs. Yeah, it's all right. You have 1,000 scrolls, so if you're looking to spend on this account, which I don't know if it's a smart move. You might want to just play this free to play from here on out. But you're really close. Like, if you were to spend, you of course could do this event. And then that would be a perfect time to swap Michelle out, but probably not the best move for you. You do have some relics, which is good. Let's check hero copy. Wow, that's a lot of food. A lot of food. Okay. Not a ton. Not a ton of hero copies. Most of it's like more older style heroes. Okay, you got a ton of orange artifacts. You got some other stuff here. Let's check out the gear. Kiss of Ghost is good right there. Yeah, Spear of Destiny is solid. Antlers, Cane, energy there, energy there. We got one Punisher. And that's about it. Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have pulled 4Cs. Always been a mid to low spender. So like monthly cards, special packs here and there. Well, where do we go from here? So you definitely have Death 1 accomplished. We got that because we're level 345. I would definitely say your next upgrade as far as artifacts go needs to be an additional Punisher staff. Getting a glittery Punisher is going to help you progress a lot. Try to get the Tix copies. That's going to be the biggest goal, is finding Tix. You got one of the Tix there. That's really good. Finding a second Tix is going to be your next goal, because if you can get an E5 Tix and next month you should be able to get an upgrade Punisher staff, you will make a ton of progress. You can most likely get Death 50. With Inosuke and a Tix, you shouldn't have too much trouble. I have a few relics. Yeah, you have like 500, which is perfect. Yeah, it's enough for at least one artifact. Yeah, I think overall you're in a good spot. Keep saving the profit orbs for an event you want to do. You almost have an elite 5-star. Keep saving up gold. That's going to be really important. I mean, yeah, you're in a good spot. I would hold off on regressing the Omnivore for now. I would not really invest too much in leveling up your Aspen. The one that you can immediately regress or swap is Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter would be a great one if you had Garuda copies or Rogan copies, or even Flora, but you're sitting at like one of each. So the big thing you need to try to find are copies. You can regress her for food though. That's fine. If you need the food, if you had to pick a hero to regress, Demon Hunter #1. God, this hero just looks so good. This skin, guys, original Sin Armor, I know this one's cool looking, but this skin is just so badass. It's amazing. Brave Trials has a Garuda. I would hold off. I don't think Garuda's not going to help you where you really need her. Yeah, I mean, really just saving up copies. I would not really build a penny. If anything, if you wanted a second project in Fortress, I would go for a Sherlock. Stay away from Abyss for now. Potentially work on maybe an Ithaca, or you could finish the Horus out. The Horus could be worth it, but it's kind of late to go for Horus when you're already building a Tix. I was going to build Aspen for Dark Sealand. That's valid. If you want to get him to E5, that's fine, but do not buy copies of him with relics for sure. If you manage to find them, that's perfectly fine. That'll be good. I mean, the one thing I'm struggling with is this. What do you have? 79,000. Because here's the thing. You could either buy her for 60 or keep saving up and hope for like an Aspen copy to finish your Aspen. Is Aspen relevant in the late game? Not really. While Garuda still has that fringe use. But again, that Garuda copy is a long ways away from actually using her. I would probably buy her. I would buy her most likely. I would consider buying her because Aspen's not going to have use in the end game, whereas Garuda still can. But the problem is you only have what? One other Garuda, so that puts you at 2. We're in it for the long haul. So here's what I'm going to say. I would probably buy that Garuda copy from Brave Trial. Hold on to the Demon Hunter for now. If you can somehow manage to get Garuda copies from an event or something, yeah, you could swap her. If you need the food, though, this is probably the first hero you're going to feed off. The reason because, one, you don't want to regress a light or dark hero. Omnivore I'd hold on to because there's honestly a chance he could be the next one of the next Transcendence heroes for the Dark faction. And I wouldn't necessarily regress Jara just yet because her with energy could actually help you a lot in Sealand Shadow with the CC she has and some tankability in the front row. It could work pretty good. Void Arc has made regressing her a hard choice, yes, and that's the other thing to consider nowadays is having an extra E3 is going to give you more resources in the Void Arc. So next week's event has a Garuda. Yep, next week's event has a Garuda. You got the, if you're looking to low spend, you might want to consider getting the growth package next month or next week for $30. You can actually pick Garuda in that. So you're going to get Garuda copies. You're going to get forest food. There's a lot of different things that are possible, but this is a very refreshing account. Next thing should probably be Dark Sealand or Shadow Sealand. The problem with Dark Sealand is you have no Amun-Ra's and no carries. You got one carry there, no other Amun-Ra's. That's a long way away. You need at least 4 Amun-Ra's. At least 4 to make it happen. Your next Sealand you want to focus on is getting this Tix to E5. And then if you've been watching our latest videos, we've shown a lot of Tixes going into Sealand with some Void imprints with CC heroes. So you don't need any more Tix besides an E5 Tix. And then running like Camas, you could run your Jara, you could run some of these guys here, the Ice Trolls, and you can get a lot of really good progress. Tix from box and Tix from relics. Wait a week. See if you can get a Tix copy from the event coming up. Like I said, I really don't like using relics for hero copies, but on the occasion, I will say if it's your last copy for an E5, then yeah, that would be pretty fine. That would be fine. I don't love it, but I wouldn't hate you for doing it. It's your choice, because of course you want to keep saving up and probably get an even stronger Punisher staff. You want to try to get it to glittery, radiant, splendid. It's going to help you a ton in the game. But at least getting a glittery Punisher staff needs to be your #1 goal in making Tix E5. So I think that's pretty good because that'll help you get to Aspen Dungeon Death 50, which is going to be a huge checkpoint. The other thing is it's going to make a ton of progress in Tower. I mean, heck, even your E3 Tix is enough to get all the way through Tower right now. So yeah, I think that's where we're at. Yeah, I mean, if you have any other questions, let me know. I really love seeing people who come back to the game after a while and make smart moves with Tix and Inosuke. But seeing these older heroes is just so refreshing. Yeah, struggling with Tower is something everybody's going to have, especially with your team. You don't really have any heroes that do great against it. I mean, this is going to be rough. This is definitely going to be rough with your team here because you don't really have anyone that's amazing. I imagine your Phoenix isn't even done yet. God, I just wanted to see the abilities. The abilities look amazing. They just look so cool. They look so cool. Oh, man. I think he's just going to target the Tix anyway. But yeah, Mims are going to be a hard one. If you haven't checked it out, go check out the, actually, can a solo Inosuke do this? Hold on. I figure the Phoenix isn't done yet, though. That was surprisingly not bad. That was surprisingly not bad. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. I bet you could manage to get away to get that done. But yeah, I was trying Tix Michelle for Mims. Yeah, it's going to be rough. It's definitely going to be rough. But I mean, that's your path forward. Get the Tix going and then work through Aspen Dungeon. Because I mean, heck, that Tix could carry you all the way to Death 100 if you get lucky. So let me know if you have any other questions. Very refreshing account to jump on for once, though.